Okay, so it's Saturday, 31st of August 2024. I'm still on vacation in the UK, in England, um, and I thought this time I did another video. Um, but I've just been told that wild boar broke through the fence into my property last night. While I've been on vacation, they've broken through the fence. Wild boar can root around and destroy a garden quite quickly, and they might damage my MEDAKA tubs, and they might even go and wallow around in my pond. The fence has been patched up on a temporary basis, but my first job on getting home is going to make a strong permanent repair. So maybe no time for any videos when I get back, and until I've finished that repair. I'm going back in about a week, so I don't know when the next video will be from home. So I thought I'd just do this quick video. I've got a few clips of my MEDAKA at home, so I thought I'd splice them together and ramble on a bit about mosquitoes, dragonflies and snails in outdoor tubs in a subtropical climate. I think I may have said similar things in previous videos, but this just sort of gathers the information together. Starting with mosquitoes. My property backs onto woodland, and mosquitoes are a big nuisance during the humid summer months, especially after it rains, and they start to come out about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and they all start flying around the tubs, wanting to lay their eggs. But adult MEDAKA are very happy eating as many mosquito larvae that they can hunt down. However, I think probably the MEDAKA find the mosquito eggs before the larvae can hatch out, but it still gives some good live food for the adult MEDAKA. One of the interesting things I've found is that if you got fry in a tub, in a container, if they're only 2-3 weeks old, the mosquitoes will lay their eggs and they hatch out, and you can see all the larvae there. But after about 3 or 4 weeks, it appears that the fry got big enough that I never see any new mosquito larvae in these containers. So although fry that small can't eat large larvae, my guess is that probably about 3 or 4 weeks old, they probably eat the eggs, or even if the eggs hatch out, maybe they can eat the very small, newly hatched larvae. So on to dragonflies. Depending on the species, I think, I'm not an expert, okay, as I usually say, but depending on the species, dragonflies lay their eggs in still water or on the plant stems just above the water surface. The larvae hatch out, and again, depending on the water, the species, the larvae may spend up to several months in the water eating small fish, and they can eat a lot as they get bigger, and that can quite quickly decimate the MEDAKA population. Now, I found, as I've said many times before, from observation, that netting with about 10 mm mesh stretched at least 50 mm or 2 or 3 inches above water level in the tubs and pond deters dragonflies from laying their eggs. It appears that even when they're a metre away from the netting, they see it and they fly away to find somewhere else to lay their eggs. One thing I wondered is whether adult MEDAKA would hunt down and eat very small dragonfly larvae immediately when they hatch out, in the same way the MEDAKA will eat mosquito larvae. But I've never found any information about this, and I don't want to take the risk of losing a lot of my MEDAKA to dragonflies, so I've always have netting over my tubs and pond. I think also one of the advantages of having bare bottom tubs like mine is that I can siphon out all the debris at the bottom when making water changes, and hopefully any dragonfly larvae that might manage to get into a tub will probably stay at the bottom because there's nowhere else for them to hang about, and hopefully they'd be siphoned out. Another thing, I use shallow fry raising containers with a white base, white bottom, and then it's easy to see any larvae before they eat too many of the fry. And finally, about snails. I found from observation of my tubs with adult MEDAKA in them that I never see baby snails. Larger snails survive in the tubs. MEDAKA don't eat them, but my guess is that adult MEDAKA eat baby snails as soon as they hatch out, which is why I never see any baby snails. Although, my tubs are bare bottom with minimal floating plants, so baby snails have few hiding places to avoid being eaten. Maybe in heavily planted tanks, this wouldn't, MEDAKA wouldn't find them all, and so they'd grow bigger. But I found in my tubs, if I don't want any snails in the tub, if I remove all the big snails when I see them over a period of time, then I can finish up with snail-free tubs. But that only happens if I've got adult MEDAKA in the tub. Juvenile MEDAKA don't appear to be have big enough mouths maybe to eat baby snails. And that's about it about snails. As I say, I'll be back home in about a week. I'll see whether or not my MEDAKA have survived. I'm told that they're still alive, but how many or whatever, I don't know. And after I've repaired the fence, keep the wild boar out, I'll give an update on what has happened at home with my MEDAKA in the 6 weeks I've been away. Okay.